So something extremely scary and honestly a little traumatic happened to me last night. If you're a woman, this is important. I've never heard of this before in my life. I'm a nurse, never heard of it. I wish I had, which is why I'm posting this video. Basically yesterday my cycle started. It started out as a normal cycle, normal cramping, normal flow. Everything was very normal. Around 7 p.m. last night, my cramps suddenly got very, very intense. I don't know if it was my instinct or what, but I was like, Jake, I just need to go sit on the toilet with a heating pad. Something's not right. This pain is the worst pain I've honestly felt in my entire life. I was on the toilet for about an hour. I had a heating pad. I had a bucket in front of me because I felt nauseous from the pain. I had goosebumps all over. And it wasn't like normal cramps where they kind of like ebb and flow. It was a consistent severe pain. A consistent severe cramp, I would call it. The amount of pain I was in, Jake was like, do we need to take you to the ER? This is not normal. And I was like, no, I thought it was just an awful period. And honestly, I thought I was just being a big baby about the pain. I was on the toilet for about an hour, and an hour later, after this consistent, like never-ending, extremely painful cramp, something came out of me. At first, I thought it was a massive blood clot, but it wasn't. Was tissue about the size of my palm, and it was in the perfect shape of my uterus. The best way I can think to describe it is if you've ever seen or felt a placenta. It felt like that kind of tissue. It had some thickness to it. It was terrifying to see come out of my body. After it passed though, my cramps completely went away and I felt 100 times better. I immediately texted my OB a picture of it because what the heck is this thing? And I ran to Google. It turns out it is something called a decidualcast. So instead of shedding your uterine lining over a series of days during your period, it's when your entire uterine lining comes out in one piece through your cervix. Apparently it's extremely rare, but it happened to me. And the cramps I were feeling were really like contractions, and my cervix dilated a little bit to pass this, the size of my uterus, piece of tissue out of me. I'm not going to show you my picture. If you're curious, you can Google it, but beware, it's pretty gross and nasty. But I think it is so important for all women to be aware of.